Hey Libras, this is Leah with Half Moon Tarot. I will be doing your April 2024 reading. I've already meditated over the cards and asked that Spirit bring whatever is necessary for you to hear, for you to know, expect, and be prepared for. Libra, coming into April 2024, I am getting relationship vibes from you. Um I'm seeing like this back and forth, this wavering back and forth between, do I want to be in a relationship? Do I not want to be in a relationship? Is this something that I really want to do? I got all this stuff going on and I just can't fit nobody else up in here. But I mean, I do want a warm body next to me, you know. I do want to have a physical relationship with somebody, right? And coming in with the Queen of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Four of Swords, it just looks like the Queen of Cups is somebody that wants to be in a relationship. They just don't want to be vulnerable in that relationship. They don't want to show all the intimate parts of themselves, and that's perfectly okay. But you have to be upfront with that. Okay, you have to be honest in that space, Libra. You can get what you want, okay, but you have to be honest and upfront and in that mindset when you are pursuing that type of relationship. Okay, and that comes through with the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands talks about being upfront. It talks about, hey, you're not the priority in this situation. Actually, my priority is my work, and I also want to have a warm body. Okay. So if you're okay with that friends with benefits relationship, then cool, you can get on board. But if not, this ain't gonna work. Okay. So you can be upfront and honest with that. The Six of Wands also talks about dating around, right? We got a lot of dates, we got a lot of interests, we're doing a lot of things. The Four of Swords talks about being exhausted from that. Okay. Because of the wavering back and forth for you, Libra, of being in a relationship or just having friends with benefits, that wavering can be exhausting and it can cause confusion, which can lead to arguments, and arguments are exhausting. Okay. So, really know and be intentional with what it is that you want. And can that friends with benefits grow into something? Absolutely, over time, not just after one day and you're like, oh, this is the person. This person is great. This is the person. You know what I mean? Even though I started this out yesterday with a friends with benefits conversation. Okay. So just keep in mind that you have to be intentional with that. And I think that's something that can keep you intentional and keep you honest if you look at the work that you do. Okay. Does it require a lot of your time? Does it require a lot of your attention? Is this something that you are is it something that is going to interfere with work? Right? Because I really feel like as of late, you have been really successful in the work that you do or that you want to do. You've been successful in that space and you don't want to compromise that. Right? So have that balance of work and love life, but also what does work look like? Is work going to give you the opportunity and space to even have a full love life? Or is it only giving you the space to have a friends with benefits relationship? Right? So don't commit to something that you won't be able to uphold because once again, that causes confusion, confuses causes arguments, and arguments are exhausting. Okay. Moving down to the Eight of Wands and then again to the Five of Cups. The Eight of Wands talks about compromise, and the Five of Cups talks about a breakup, like leaving behind someone that, they might have been good for you at some point in time, but they were no longer, right? There was just some type of separation in there. No real love lost. No mutual love lost, right? Just not love in the sense of wanting to work through it in a relationship type. right? And I think that we often look back on our past relationships saying what we won't do. And that is where the Eight of Wands comes in. And it's like, I just won't compromise that much of myself anymore, right? Not when it is not a serious thing, right? So, not wanting to compromise yourself as much anymore, Libra, is really going to steer you in the direction of, do I want to have a relationship or do I want to have a friends with benefits type of situation? Okay. And to be honest with you, Libra, I'm leaning towards the friends with benefits type of situation for you, because I just think there's other things that we probably need to focus on, which is where the judgment card comes in. And we really need to start to focus on our reconnecting with our spirituality or our religious beliefs, reconnecting with a relationship with ourselves, especially if this is after a breakup. Okay, so having this reconnecting back to ourselves, relearning ourselves single, you know what I mean? That's a different person than ourselves in a relationship, right? So, relearning ourselves as a single person, it might be better just had to have the friends with benefits, right? And then, Libra, are you just trying to jump into something because you don't have anything now? Right? So, looking at why I'm wanting to be in a relationship or why I'm wanting to have friends with benefits, is it because I'm trying to get over something? The last thing, right? I'm trying to get over that last thing that I was just in. And honestly, I don't know how to be by myself. I don't prefer it, right? That is why it is so important to be upfront and honest in the beginning of whatever it is that you're trying to manifest with the person. Okay? I think that the friends with benefits thing works for you for now, Libra. Okay? What I do want to hit on is that work relationship. Okay? Or the relationship that you have with work. One of the two. Okay? It is so important that if work gives you identity, if work gives you confidence and self esteem and freedoms to be yourself within and out of the sector of work, right? Whatever that work is, it is important that that is top tier. Okay, so whether you work or you work for someone, or you own a business, or whatever it is that you do in order to create income for yourself, you have to make sure that that is top tier, right? Because that is something that you identify with. Okay, now if it's not something you don't identify with, I would implore you to go and figure out what it is that you identify with, right? And this could be, or what helps you define your identity, right? This could be your belief system. This could be work, right? This could be the knowledge that you ingest. Whatever it is, you have to figure out what that is before you jump into a relationship, because a relationship is not going to define you. Okay. A relationship does not define how needed you are, how wanted you are. It doesn't give you any type of currency anywhere. You understand what I'm saying? So, whatever it is that helps you identify who you are is where your priorities lie. And I guarantee you, and I will never lie to you, Libra, I guarantee you it is not in a relationship. Relationships do not define who you are. You have to be defined and refined prior to even getting into a relationship. a real, true, we're vulnerable, we're together, we're exclusive relationship. Friends with benefits, baby, you don't have nothing to prove to these people, right? They know what the job is. They know what they came there to do. Okay? But if you're really wanting this connected relationship, then you have to be defined and refined in who you are and confident in it. Okay? I think this really ties into your belief system, Libra. I think that this will give you a more specific definition of who you feel you are, if it's not work. Okay. And also, what you have to offer is coming up. Okay. What do I have to offer? And I really feel like that might be the reason for the break in the first place, for your ex being your ex now, the reason for the breakup, because you have no definition of what it is that you offer. And yes, I may offer you some, I may spoil you with material things, right? But really, when it really comes down to it, in a vulnerable space, what is it that you offer your partners? And I think that is something that you're going to have to figure out. It may not be this month, it may not be by the end of the year, but you'll figure it out. Okay? Because when you really look back on that relationship, Libra, you gave up too much of yourself. You poured too much of yourself, and that other person didn't pour enough. All right? And moving forward into a relationship, we want that equal. We want somebody that if we pour into them, they pour into us, right? They are our support system as much as we are theirs. But the process of finding that person, it can be exhausting, Libra. So keep that in mind too. That's why I say work got to be on autopilot so that you can focus in on getting to know somebody, on having an intimate relationship with them. But like I said, for now, you know what? Friends with benefits will do. Okay? So, if this reading resonates with you, Libra, drop down in the comments. Let's have a conversation about it. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. And I will see y'all next month. Bye.